Welcome everyone to this month's new moon reading. This new moon is on Saturday the 27th of August. This new moon is in Virgo, an earth sign with analytical and perfectionism traits. It's ruled by Mercury, which is about communication, intellect and reason. Now, new moons are the perfect time to dream, to look at what you want. Ideas, inspirations come more easily now. Get clear on which ones you would like to manifest. It's a time of thinking and planning. Make a list of your dreams and your intention. It's a time to ask yourself questions and to set intentions. Now, please remember to watch for your rising sign first, as I will be covering the houses that this new moon falls in. Then watch for your sun and moon signs as you're drawn to. Remember, these are general messages and they will not resonate with everyone. I hope you enjoy these readings and they help you in your next 4-week cycle. Let's get started. Welcome Sagittarius to your new moon reading for this August. Now, if you're a rising sign Sagittarius, this new moon falls in your 10th house, which is ruled by Saturn, and it influences your career, your reputation, your status in the world and your ambitions. So this is a house that I don't know why I'm always particularly drawn to. So let's have a look, Sagittarius, at what messages Spirit has for you for this new moon, which is likely to be centered around your work, your business, your career. Beautiful. Spirit, what messages do you have for Sagittarius for this new moon in Virgo, please? Nice, weighing up your options. Looking out into the horizon with that Two of Wands. Oh, believe in the impossible. And it's time to take action. And just one more message for Sagittarius, please, Spirit, for the new moon in August. I'm liking where this reading is going so far, Sagittarius. Thank you. Okay, last card. Balance, beautiful. Okay. Oh, Sagittarius, such a beautiful reading, just straight up, just lovely. Let's get started. So you're starting with the blue moon. As the saying goes, once in a blue moon. And it says, believe in the impossible. And I actually feel, Sagittarius, that you're embracing this energy. And don't allow doubts to come in and shake that. I really feel, especially with this Two of Wands, you're really looking out and into your world, into your imagination. And I feel like I really want to say you're dreaming again. So I don't know if you've gone through a period where it's just been very bogged down in detail or in everyday life. And I feel this new moon, and remember Sagittarius, the new moon is a time to dream. It's a time to look at what you want. You know, what do you want to manifest? What dreams and intentions do you have? And I feel that right at this moment, those dreams might feel big and impossible. And it's because you're at the very beginning of them. You know, you've just had the idea, or you've just seen the first step you can take to bring it into the world, to manifest it. And you need to hold on to that belief. You need to hold on to that faith. And not only just the belief in you, but the belief in the universe, in spirit, to guide you. You know, how I often say, you know, flying. Somebody started off with the idea of flying. Now, can you imagine how crazy that must have sounded back in the day? When somebody told somebody else, I want to fly. You know, it would have been, people would have thought, what? You're crazy. And I want you to hold on to that thought. I want you to hold on to that image of that person telling another person in the day of, you know, horse-drawn carts that I'm going to fly. And that's what this card is saying. When we first have that dream, it seems impossible. But it all starts with a seed in our imagination, doesn't it? It starts with that seed, which is the idea. And do we plant it? Do we plant it in our hearts for it to grow into a little seedling? And then we can take that seedling and then we can plant it into the world and make it real. That's what dreams are. And I feel this new moon in Aries is so appropriate. It says it's time to take action. And I feel the action is maybe not, for some of you it might be bringing things out into the world, but for the majority of you, I'm getting a sense that this is really new. So this might be a dream that comes to you at this new moon. It can be, you might be journaling and thinking, right, what do I want for, you know, what do I want to manifest? What do I want to see in my life? And you might just get this idea, or the idea might have been forgotten and it might come back to you. So it might be an idea that you had a few years ago. And the reason I'm saying a few years ago is you've got even 2 to 3 years ago, but you've got 2 twos. And suddenly it's coming back to you and you're like, oh wow, I thought I'd forgotten that. I thought I'd dismissed it. This is, at this new moon, Sagittarius, take that idea and plant it in your heart. Decide that it's not crazy. Decide that it's not beyond you. Make a commitment to yourself and to that dream to see it through. And when we do that, often that's not taking steps out in the real world, because that comes quite a bit later. Not for everybody always, but for my experience and for the experience I've spoken to a lot of people about, they're the same. And I feel this take action is take that idea, put it into your heart and nurture it. Love it. Believe in its possibility. And believe that you're the one to bring it into the world. And this is a very new journey, Sagittarius, very, very new. So don't feel that you have to have all the answers. The Two of Wands is here today saying you don't, and you won't. This is planning. I'm going to skip the balance card for a moment, and I'm going to come to these two tarot and read them together, the two twos. So we have the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. And the Two of Cups is partnerships. It can be romantic, it can be business, it can be anything really, anything to do with other people. It can also be two choices. It can also be, the way that I'm reading it in this reading is, I feel there's another person, maybe even another few people in your life that are really aligned with where you are now in your life. And Spirit is saying, talk to them about it. You'll know which people you can talk to and which people it's probably best to wait until you have more information. And maybe if you feel that you don't really have any people like that in your life at the moment, they're coming. So hold on to this dream, put it in your heart, and maybe don't talk about it too much if you can sense that if you're going to get a lot of pushback from the people in your life. That's not to say that they're not supposed to be in your life or that's bad in some way. It's just that their journey is different, and you might just get that intuitive feeling that they're not going to understand your journey. And I always find that sometimes it's best to just not discuss it. It's not that you've got anything to hide or be embarrassed about or anything like that. It's just that, why put yourself in that situation, and why put other people in the situation? You know, it's like, I'll just give you just something so that, and just a bit of an analogy, but you know, if you've got a child just learning their times table, well, you start them at the 1 times table. You don't start them at the 9 times table. You know, you allow them to work up to that. And it's the same sort of thing. Our spiritual journey is the same. It's, you start at the beginning. And that's why sometimes we don't always gel with the people around us, because, you know, they might be in the equivalent of, you know, primary school, and you might be in the equivalent of high school or university. So that's not to say that you're better than them or they're worse off than you. It's just a different stage, and it's completely acceptable, and we need to remember that and accept that. It's just life. And the Two of Wands here has you looking out, this is your planning, this is your the world's your oyster. You're holding the world in your hand. You're holding your dreams in your hand. And this is the action of planting that seed in your heart. It's taking that dream, taking that idea and going, right, holding it in your hand and going, wow, am I really drawn to do this? Wow, you know, and starting to picture yourself in that dream. Picture how your life will be, how you will be, how it will feel. That's this Two of Wands. This Two of Wands is you being in a certain place in your life where you've reached the achievements of your last journey, and now this new idea, this new passion, this new hope and dream has come to you, and you're looking out and going, right, am I going to start this new journey? And I believe you will. And I believe the Balance card is here because it's asking you to balance the energies of being in your thoughts, in your heart, in your, I want to say your third eye, where you're projecting your dream forward and really starting to visualize it, and being in this Two of Cups where it could be starting to talk to people about it. Maybe other people are bringing you ideas. Maybe this is you searching on the internet to see, well, are other people doing this? How are they doing it? And it's not to say you're going to copy or do the same thing, because, you know, we get ideas from others, but then when we're aligned with our true self, we then bring that into the world in a complete different way. So balance. I love that he has the world in his hand and she has the moon in her hand. And it's balancing those two aspects. You know, the moon is the hidden. It's the dreams and the inspiration and the, I want to say, the untangible. And then the earth is bringing it into this world. And you're going to be balancing the two. And I feel, Sagittarius, you're going to do this in such a way, because even with the Moonology cards, you know, this new moon in Aries and this blue moon, well, it's time to take action. And even the color, it's very, very fiery, very earthy, very physically take action. And this is very dreaming, isn't it? There's been a few readings actually in this new moon for different signs where I've seen a blending of dreams and reality. And I wonder if this new moon is going to have such a profound effect on the majority of us, because we're really going to get a sense that we can blend the two. We can still see to our everyday necessities, and we can still see to our dreams and our goals and our inspirations. And I feel, Sagittarius, you with the Three of Cups here, this believing, this planning and balancing the two and seeing how you're going to take steps in this, and just even, you might not be at the stage where you know how to take steps, but just in this, I'm going to do this, just in accepting that idea or that dream and knowing that you will find a way, you're going to celebrate that. You're going to really rejoice. And I'm seeing this, that you might rejoice with others. You might just, this might just be you rejoicing with your choice. You plant that dream in your heart, and I just feel it's going to feel so good. It's going to really, I want to say, light you up. Your heart is really going to swell. It's really going to be joyful. Whatever this is for you, Sagittarius, it's going to mean a lot to you. It really is. And it's all this: believe in the impossible, believe in your dreams. You'll find a plan, you'll find a way. And take your time. This is not the journey of a week or a month, or, you know, sometimes even a year. It can take years sometimes. But trust that you've got it. Trust that you'll know how when the time comes. I'm going to leave you with those messages, Sagittarius. I wish you all the best. Love and light, my friends. See you next time. Bye-bye.